position to get some early momentum.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Dobbs. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Canes headed quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Tosses it incomplete. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected.
He'll take a shot. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. He wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. And he'll step across the side after making a good gain on that one. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Trying to power it in. Goal line defense, and he gets nothing as he stopped right at the 2. The Tigers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Under fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down the one. Running back searching for a hole. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they can win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires on the move. Can't complete the long throw. He'll start this drive firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Moves around to clear up the vision.
That's a bad job in pass protection. I almost give the quarterback some credit because I think he knew where he was on the field. He knew he was going to get sacked for his safety. He was doing everything he could to just go down at his own 1 yard line to avoid giving up the 2 points.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. And here's the third interception of the night. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going with the counter plays here. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. Right down the gut of the field. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Auburn. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Alabama.
They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They're setting up the screen. Wide open spaces. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, you know, and the second one, you know, usually he takes me out of the game.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. They come into the season, #1 recruiting class in the country. Think we'll see those freshmen much?
You dang right we will. I mean, you don't recruit like they did this offseason and be the #1 team in the country without getting a ton of impact guys that come in and contribute day one. Palmer, there's a lot of young, exciting faces.
Yeah, they don't look like freshmen either. I mean, these guys look like grown men. And remember, in recruiting, a lot of these kids were promised to get on the field very, very early.
Oh, out of space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Auburn going to work with another first down. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He might want another play. Second down, he'll throw it. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
It's been hard enough to slow down these guys on this drive. Now the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. They just can't do it better.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Starts to scramble to the left. It's complete. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free. The pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires downfield. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Unloads quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he's
turning on the Jets. There he goes. He's at the slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's Travis. Quarterback extends the play. Got his man all by himself. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Out of the backfield, he's open. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking downfield, it's Travis. Under fire. Lots of running room. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they... Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got the back in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Here's the pressure. Makes the grab at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll go to the air. Back's got it. Touchdown, Tigers! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got an open man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Back to throw, it's Travis. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun to give, looking for room. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
Makes a grab past the marker. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Travis. Pressure coming. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. Moving away from pressure. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage. It's a one-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Now adjusting. He turns it loose to the left. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game? With the
It's a seam wide open. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. And the Canes will try to run out the clock in this final minute. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he fights his way way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
Number 11, on to kick it away.
Punt is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He's taking a deep shot. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. You want your defenders to be physical in pass coverage, but they can't be overly aggressive. They can't grab and hold. That's an obvious PI call. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Back to throw, it's Travis. Blasted as he lets it go. Ball's incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team